Good morning. Welcome to our online cookery class. I'm Gerlie Domingo, your teacher. Now, before we start our lesson, may I show you some things with these pictures. Okay. Can you see that? So what did you observe, class? What are those things that I've shown you? Okay. So, these are kitchen tools and utensils. So, our lesson for today is about kitchen tools and utensils. But before we proceed, may I read you first the objectives of our lesson. Okay? First, we have to recognize the tools and utensils commonly used in the kitchen. And give the function of tools and utensils commonly used in the kitchen. And value the importance of cleaning and sanitizing tools and utensils. So these are the objectives of our lesson for today. Before we proceed in our lesson, let's have first the definition of terms. Okay, our first word is cleaning. So cleaning is the process of removing food and other types of soil from a surface such as dish, glass, or cutting boards, and it is done with the use of cleaning agents. Next is sanitizing. Sanitizing is done using heat, radiation, or chemicals. Then we have tools. It is a handheld device that aids in accomplishing a task. Utensils, an instrument used in a household, especially in a kitchen. So those are the terms that can help us in knowing or adding the knowledge that we have in our lesson. Okay, first, let's proceed to the kitchen utensils. We have this. What do you think are these utensils? So, these utensils is made up of aluminum. Okay. Aluminum is a material used in making our kitchen utensils. So, aluminum ware is mostly used in the kitchen and most popular because it is lightweight, attractive, and less expensive. It requires care to keep it shiny and clean. And it also gives even heat distribution no matter what the heat temperature you have. And it is available in sheet or cast aluminum. Since it is a soft metal, the lighter gauges will dent and scratch easily, making the utensil unusable. Aluminum turns dark when used with alkalis, such as potatoes, beets, carrots, and other vegetables, while acid vegetables like tomatoes will brighten it. So, try not to put alkalis vegetables in our aluminum. How about this one? We have stainless steel. Do you have this at home? Or do you have a 555 casserole that is commonly available in our market because it has a cheaper price rather than this kind of stainless steel. Okay, so stainless steel is the most popular material used for tools and equipment, but it is more expensive. But it depends on the quality that you are going to buy. And it is easier to clean and shine and will not wear out easily. And choose those with copper, aluminum or laminated steel buttons to spread heat and to keep the pot from getting heat dark spots. And lastly, stainless steel utensils may be bought in many gauges, from light to heavy. The light one is more affordable than the heavy one. Okay, next, about this. Do you have this? And can you afford this? These are the glassware. Okay, it is not only the stainless and aluminum that we use in cooking, but also glass cooking ware. So glass is used for salad making, a dessert, salad making and dessert, but not practical for top or surface cooking. Great care is needed to ensure for long shelf life because glass is breakable and sometimes glasses cannot persist strong or very heat temperature. Then we have this, the cast iron. The cast iron is durable but must be oiled to avoid rusting. Before we keep it, we have to put some oil or salad oil with no salt or shortening can be rubbed inside and out and dried. Because if you will not put some oil in storing your cast iron, it will have rust. And then, wash with soap, not detergent, before using. Okay? Wash with soap. This washing soap, not a detergent. A detergent is used for laundry and not for washing the dishes. Okay? The last one is this, the Teflon. Teflon is it has a special coating applied inside aluminum or steel pots and pans. It prevents food from sticking to the pan. This is used when we are making pancake. So it will not stick on the pan because it has a special coating. It is a rubber, but a rubber that not contaminate our food. And it is easier to wash and clean, but be careful not to scratch the Teflon coating with a sharp instrument such as knife or fork. And when we are cooking, use a wooden or a plastic spatula to turn or mix the food inside. So those are some kitchen utensils in our kitchen that we usually use which is made up of different materials. Now let's proceed with the kitchen tools. Okay. What is this glass? Okay. These are the different types of can opener. Of course, we use this in opening food containers, especially can. That is why it's called can opener. Isn't it, class? Okay, now, next. This one. What are those? These are colanders. So colander is we use in straining, or we use as a strainer, especially when we are washing vegetables, fruits, and not also that. We also strain cooked pastas, or it has a various tasks that we use colanders. Okay. Now, next, what are these? These are knives. Different types of knives. Usually, we use what? Knives for slicing, for cutting food. If you want, you can cut your finger. Okay, no, I'm just joking. So, knives is used for slicing, chopping, mincing our food or other ingredients in cooking. Okay, next. These are cutting boards or chopping board. This is where we cut our food. Okay. They use different types or different color, or they have their color coding in using chopping boards. Red, I think red is for meat, green is for vegetables, and you can choose whatever color do you want, because some, or it is usually have a food contamination if we use only one cutting board in slicing all your ingredients. That's why in other industries, they use color coding so that to prevent food contamination. Okay? Next. What is this? This is a garlic presser. Okay. This is especially designed to pulp garlic. Okay, you will just put the garlic and then it will be minced or chopped. To make it more easier for us to slice or to crush our garlic. Next. These are graters. What is the other term for graters? Or shredder. Okay. So, this is to use for grating our ingredients. We have example, cheese. Okay. Next, we have this. These are kitchen shears or scissors. Okay. Kitchen shears or scissors is practically for what? Cutting other ingredients or for opening food packages. Now, when you are opening food packages, you are not going to bite it because you don't have your scissors. So try to have your kitchen shears so that you can avoid food contamination and accident in cutting your or opening your packages while cooking. And it has a multiple task because on the other side of these scissors, you can use in opening bottles there and here. And also, you can use in gripping a bottle that it can be used or twisting in opening bottle. Okay. Next, we have also your potato masher. Okay. As you can see there, there's a boiled potatoes, and then you use your masher. It comes in a different design. This one is a rotary egg beater. So we use this rotary egg beater in beating a small amount of egg or batter. This one, are you familiar with this? So these are scraper, a rubber scraper. So a rubber scraper, it may be made with a rubber or silicone to be used in blending or scraping food from the bowl. Okay, next, these are serving spoons. So serving spoons we use in preparing or serving food. Okay, do you have this at home? Okay, next, how about this? Are you familiar? So these are food tongs. So food tongs, we use this in lifting hot ingredients or serving food. It comes in different designs according to its use. Next, this one is a spatula. We use this in leveling of ingredients, in spreading, frosting. You know what's is a frosting? The one that we put in a cake or icing, a frosting or icing. And then we also use in spreading or putting or filling of sandwich or sandwiches. Next, we have spoons. So this is a Demitas spoon. Can you see it? So this is a soup spoon, a little bit deeper soup spoon. It has a different sizes: teaspoon, coffee spoon, and a Demitas spoon. So these are just some examples of different spoons. Next, this is a temperature scale. Do you have this as in your home? Okay. So temperature scale is used in measuring the heat temperature. We use it in candy making or measuring the heat of the oil when deep frying. In our home, we don't usually use it. As long as we can see heat or smoke in an oil, when we put it on the pan, that is already hot. But in the industry, they use temperature scale to see the exact temperature or heatness or the intensity of the heat when they are cooking and putting some ingredients. Okay? Understand, class? Okay, next, we have this weighing scale. So, a weighing scale is used to weigh or to measure ingredients. If you don't have this, you can use your spoon and cup. But here, we use, just like this, it is a bigger one, measuring a bulk or a large amount of ingredients. For this little one, it is just only for a gram. Okay? Then, we have this, whisk. Whisk is used for blending, mixing, and whipping sauces and soups, egg, and batter. So, it has a different types or sizes when we are using it. So it depends on the amount that you are going to blend or mix. Next is the wooden spoons or ladders. So it is a hardwood used in creaming, stirring, and mixing. So we usually use this in creaming butter using this ladle when we are using our Teflon pan. Because if you are going to use your stainless ladle in Teflon, it will scratch the Teflon pan. So to make it more lasting, our Teflon pan, we use wooden spoons or ladles in mixing while cooking. Okay, now here our measuring spoons and cups. We use the spoons for the small amount of dry ingredients. For this bigger one, this is for liquid ingredients, but it has only 250 ml of amount of liquid that we can use here. So you can measure now your ingredients in cup if you don't have this bigger cup. We have here the small ones if you don't have this. So it has a plastic and glass material. Okay? Next, we have pillar. So it has a different designs also. And we use this in peeling our fruits or vegetable. Okay, and you can also use that in shredding your vegetable when preparing salad. Okay, so those are our kitchen tools that we commonly use in the kitchen. Next, how is a kitchen being used in the kitchen? Knife. How is a knife being used in the kitchen? Are you using it in stabbing your sister or your brother that is makulit in the kitchen? Do you use it in breaking your eyes or cracking your eyes? Okay, so our knife is used in slicing and chopping our food ingredients. Okay, so may I just remind you, if you are using your knife, handle it with care. See to it that you will not slice also your finger. Proceed here on the abstraction. Let's see if you still remember what I have discussed you. Okay, my first question. What are the tools and utensils commonly used in the kitchen? What do you have in your home? Do you still remember it? Or do you have near you? Okay. May I ask you first, before I will give you some examples of what we have discussed. What do we use in grating or shredding ingredients? Do you have it? Okay, that is a grater. That is being used when shredding or grating cheese or cheeses. Okay, how about in opening food packages? Do you have kitchen shears or scissors? Yes. Okay, so please, in opening your food packages, you should have your kitchen shears or scissors. Do not bite the tip of the plastic or container or package when preparing food. Okay. How about when we use a Teflon pan? What is the proper ladle that we use? Is it the steel or stainless one? Okay, so we use a wooden spoon or ladle so that to avoid scratching our Teflon pan. Okay, so those are just some common tools and utensils that we have in our kitchen. Okay, next question. How is a knife being used in the kitchen? So, we use our knife in slicing your ingredients, food ingredients in preparing your food. Make it sure that you will not slice your finger while preparing to avoid contamination on the food that you are preparing. Because once that it has an accident in your food and your finger will be sliced, it will run out of blood and then it will go to your food. So you should take have a safe slicing, or take good care while using your knife, because any accident might happen while using your knife. Okay, and then next, why it is important to clean and sanitize tools and utensils. Okay, so we use to clean and sanitize our kitchen tools and utensils after using it, so that when we will use it again, it is safe for us in our health to avoid contamination. Because once that you will keep your tools and utensils dirty, it might cause a contamination that can cause illness to your health or to your body. So always use use to clean and sanitize our tools and utensils after using them, and keep them properly or store them in the correct place or the storage room, or where you should put your tools and utensils, because anything that is being scattered anywhere can cause accident, especially after using your knife. You might cause an accident. Okay? So for the last part, your evaluation. Since we have already distributed your modules, you can now answer our activity B on pages 9 to 11 of your cookery module, and write your answers on your test notebooks. So we have agreed that you will provide your test notebook to be collected every time that I will visit you at home, and make it readable so that I will check it properly and see to it that you have answered all the activities during the time that I will collect your test notebook. So for the next lesson, please read pages 35 to 46 on your cookery module, and then try to test yourself by answering activity B on pages 46 to 47 and write it again, your answer on your test notebook. So please be guided accordingly. And from time to time, let's have let's have our messages in the messenger on what I mean is stay put. Don't don't uh, don't try to escape in our lesson every week, because this is very important. This is now our new normal way of studying. So please stay safe, don't go anywhere, and keep 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 in touch in our lesson. So thank you for listening. See you on the time that I will come and get your test notebooks. Thank you and have a good day. Bye!